Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be dialing in from around the world. I want to thank you all for spending the next 30 minutes or so with us, joining us for today's webinar, CARES Act, the Impact on U.S. Financial Institutions, that will feature insights from 7 Aite Group analysts from across a number of our research practice areas today. I'm Lori Spenley. I'm Head of Marketing and Communications here at Aite Group, and I'll be one of your hosts for today's webinar. It's now my pleasure to introduce today's speakers. Our main host, Gwenn Bézard, is co-founder and the head of research and consulting here at Aite Group. Gwenn oversees the firm's analyst teams across all of our practice areas, as well as our research, design, and data offerings. Joining Gwenn, we have an expert lineup of senior analysts, including David O'Connell, Leslie Parish, Shirley Inscoe, Dennis Gallant, Inci Kaya, and Spencer Mindlin. Please welcome today's presenters, and without further ado, I'll turn the mic over now to Gwenn. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope you find today's webinar informative.
Thank you, Lori, and welcome everyone. What I find remarkable is that back in 2008, during the financial crisis, the financial services industry was part of the problem. And this time, with this economic crisis we're going through, banks have a shot at being part of the solution. So over the next 20 minutes, followed by Q&A, my colleagues will discuss the impact of the CARES Act across multiple areas of the financial services industry. We'll talk about small business lending, consumer lending, fraud management, retirement, healthcare payments, and capital markets. But first, let me remind you what the CARES Act is about at a high level. The CARES Act is a $2 trillion relief package for the U.S. economy signed into law on March 27th. So it's a massive relief program flowing from the U.S. Treasury and the Fed to the economy. We are talking about direct payments, loans that could be turned into grants, outright grants, and tax breaks. And it's a lot of money flowing to households, large businesses, airlines, small businesses, and so on. This is an unprecedented package in U.S. history. It's big, it's complex, and it's probably not going to be enough, as many of you know. And it's also likely that a lot of mistakes have already been made and will be made as a relief package is being distributed. With that said, here's what we're going to talk about today. I asked my colleagues to answer those 3 questions, and throughout the next 15-20 minutes, that's what they're going to try to address. What are the current applications for financial institutions in their respective sectors? What technology solutions financial institutions are using today or should be leveraging in the context of the CARES Act? And what are the long-term impacts that we can expect for financial institutions in their different sectors over the next few years?